This presentation is regarding a planning application for the property located at 1138 West Halls Harbour Road, Halls Harbour. My name is Alice and I'm a planner with the county. The purpose of this presentation is to inform the public about this application and to explain the planning policies that enable this application to occur and to also receive preliminary feedback. The application is currently under staff review, so no opinions have been formed on the application and no decisions have been made yet. So the application is for a development agreement. A development agreement is a legal contract between the municipality and the property owner, outlining the uses and specific conditions the property owners are subject to. The agreement is tied to the property, meaning any future owners would also be bound by its terms. This is the process the application will undergo before council makes a final decision. We received this application in July 2025 and a public information meeting was held on September 11th at the Fundyview Community Center. Staff are currently reviewing the application and will prepare a report with a recommendation. The report will be presented to the Planning Advisory Committee and the committee may forward it to Council for initial consideration. Council may then schedule a public hearing. Properties within 500 feet will be notified of the hearing. After the hearing, the application will go back to Council for final consideration, followed by a 14-day appeal period. So this process usually takes about 6 to 12 months for most applications. So the red circle on the map is the approximate location of the property within Kings County within Halls Harbor. And this is the subject property, which is close to the Bay of Fundy. The axis, as we can see here, is from West Halls Harbour Road. The property is currently developed with a building. With regard to neighboring uses, so we have the Halls Harbour Lobster Pound here. And this property is developed with tourist accommodations. To the south, there are few residential uses. As I said, the property is currently developed with a building. The proposal is to convert the building into a one-unit dwelling. The property is located within a zone called the Tidal Shoreline Zone. The zone permits one-unit dwellings, but one-unit dwellings are subject to a few requirements. The building on the property currently does not meet those requirements, and that is the reason it has to be enabled through a development agreement. So this is the view of the subject property with the building. And this is the neighboring property, which is owned by the applicant as well. The building on the property is proposed to be used as a tourist accommodation. And this is a view of the Halls Harbour Lobster Pound from the subject property. And the neighboring property to the west, which is developed with tourist accommodations and a dwelling. And a view of the Bay of Fundy from the subject property. With regard to enabling policy, Policy 3.5.18 enables Council to consider by development agreement proposals for one-unit dwellings on lots where the dwelling cannot meet the required lot standards. So Council has to be satisfied that the proposal meets the general development criteria. And this is the general development criteria, which requires us to look into various aspects such as the proposal's consistency with the municipal planning strategy, the compatibility with surrounding uses, financial impacts, adequacy of fire protection services, sewer and water services, and various other aspects. As we can see here, most of these will be reviewed by us, the municipality, but there are a few that are not within our jurisdiction, and we would reach out to the relevant departments for their feedback. And as mentioned earlier, following our review of the application, staff will prepare a report with a recommendation which will inform Council's final decision. With that, I conclude the presentation. If there are any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me at 902-690-6276 or by email at ajacob@countyofkings.ca. Thank you.